Hi guys, if you would like to see how I got these jumbo knotless braids that I did on myself, then keep on watching. Hi guys, so jumping straight into it, the hair that I used is Expression Braiding Hair in color 6. I used 1.5 packs of this. So this is the hair fresh out of the pack. As you can see, it is super long, and I didn't want my braids to be quite that long. So what I did is cut the hair in half. So right at the rubber band, cut it in half, and then put 1/2 out of the way for now. So with the 1/2, I then fold that half in half, if that makes sense, as you can see here. So I fold that half in half, and then this is what I use to braid. Before starting to braid, you do need to feather the ends. This is not pre-stretched hair, so you have to feather it yourself, which I hate doing and I'm not actually very good at, but I basically just pull at the ends of the hair, and I do this on both sides, and then brush it out. This just makes sure that the ends of the braid aren't super thick and that it kind of naturally comes to an end, so you don't have to use a band at the end of your braids. And for each braid, this is the amount of hair that I'm going to be using, and I split that into 6 sections as I braid. And the edge control that I use is the Cream of Nature Pure Honey Edge Control, which I love. Okay, so I did the first 2. This is the first time that I've actually done this on my own head, so I wanted to practice before getting on camera, but these are the bottom 2. This is how I've sectioned off the next row of braids. As you can see, the boxes are very big. I didn't want to do them any smaller because I was scared that I was going to be here for hours on end. But yeah, here's how I'm parting it. I like to do a brick effect so that I don't have the middle parting all the way down the middle, and it just makes the braids fall better. So as you can see, this braid is in the middle of the 2 braids below, and I kind of try and continue that pattern all over my head. So I put the edge control all around the edges of that section and brush it in, and then make sure that that section is fully detangled. I then split it into 3, ready to start braiding. And what I'm going to do first is braid for 2 passes. So 1, 2, and now on this 3rd pass, this is when I'm going to be adding hair. So I'm grabbing the braiding hair, I'm pinching it between my finger and my thumb, so my index finger and thumb. 1/2 of the hair is going to join the section that's on top of my finger, and 1/2 is joining the bit that's between my finger and thumb. And then I braid once and twice. So I grab braiding hair again, pinch it between my index finger and thumb. 1/2 goes between my finger and thumb, the other half goes over the top of my finger. So both halves of hair are joining into my real hair. Then braid once and braid twice. And again, adding in hair, pinch between my index finger and thumb. 1/2 stays between my finger and thumb, the other half goes over the back of my finger. Braid and braid. I add 6 pieces of hair into each braid. This just means that I can gradually add hair so that it doesn't get bulky really quickly at the root. And it also means that at the ends of the braid, it will gradually get thinner and thinner. And I always add hair on the same side. So I always add hair, braid once, braid twice, add hair, braid once, braid twice, so that the hair that I'm adding is always being added onto the same side. Here what I'm doing is adding edge control to the ends of my hair. This makes my real hair stick to the braiding hair so that the ends of my real hair don't poke out of the braids. So it just makes the braids a little bit more tidy as you get to the end of your real hair. and then just braid all the way to the ends. As I get towards the ends, sometimes one section has hardly any hair, so I do borrow hair from other sections when that happens. Only do this towards the end of the hair because otherwise it will make your braid a little bit messy, but when you get to the ends, because it's so small, it barely notices that you've borrowed hair. Do try to avoid it, but if you have to, that is what I do. Okay, so onto the next braid. So I just part it right behind my ear. Again, add the edge control all around the box so that the roots are nice and tidy, and then slick that down with a brush. Split it into 3 sections, ready to braid. And then before adding any hair, I braid once and braid twice. And then on this 3rd time, this is when I'm going to be adding in hair. So I pinch it between my finger and thumb. As you can see, 1/2 is between my finger, 1/2 is going over the back of my finger. Then braid once and braid twice, and then grab some more hair. Pinch between my finger and thumb. And then the other half goes over the back, so both halves of the fake hair are in a section with real hair. Braid once, braid twice. Pinch between my finger and thumb. Braid once, braid twice. So always adding hair to the same side of the braid. And then once I've added all of the braiding hair, I bring the braid around the front and braid with both of my hands in front of me just to make it easier to get all the way to the ends of the hair. Again, adding edge control before I get to the ends of my real hair to blend that in with the braiding hair, and then just braid all the way to the ends of the hair. And this is what that row is looking like. And then I just grab my satin scarf and tie that down. Whilst I had the satin scarf on, I dipped the braids into hot water. This makes the braids nice and flexible and seals the end together so that the braids don't unravel. And then once my hair was dry, I took off my satin scarf and then I am done. I'm so happy with how this came out. I am actually really proud of myself because I thought this was going to be a bit of a disaster, but I think these actually look pretty good given that it's my first attempt. I'll show you a close-up in a minute. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. That I think if I were to do this again on myself, then I would actually do more braids because it was easier than what I thought it was going to be, and it didn't take as long as what I thought it was going to. So I do like just having the 4 across the front, but I think if I had maybe 6 or even 5 and have like a braid in the middle so it's more of a side part, I think that would look better than just the 4. But I was just scared to do more because I thought I was going to be here for literally like 12 hours. But I'm trying to think how long it actually took me. I did eat in between and I was filming, so it took longer. So I would say, I think if I was to just do this and not be filming and not eat, I could do this in 3 hours, which is fine. There is 13 braids on my head in total, and they are pretty big. Like the boxes that I've done are very big. I tried to not make the braids themselves too chunky. because I didn't want them to be too bulky. Like I wanted them to be big, but I didn't want them to look like really clumpy on my head. I only used 1.5 packs of hair, so this is not heavy at all. Yeah, what do you think, guys? And because they're knotless, you can kind of just fling them over whichever way you want. So if I want a little side part, I can do that too. Ooh, I love it. I'm super proud. And I'm about to go and take loads of pictures. But yeah, this is what they look like all the way to the end. And this is what it looks like from the back. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you think this is a good first attempt, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe, comment, like I said, all that good stuff. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Thanks guys, bye.